All right, guys, we are back. Thanks for joining us for game two of our set between Scuba and Payback Skorb. And to introduce our players, even though I maybe just did, here's Agus. Agus, who are we playing with right now?
Well, I was about to say, first we should start the replay, so if I can get a countdown, please. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. In the bottom left-hand corner, it is our orange Zerg player taking game one, the new Payback Scuba. And hopefully he's sobered up in the top right-hand corner, our blue Terran player who picked Cloud Kingdom as his map to face Scuba on, Skorb. Changing colors also. Just note, our producer does not like that. Pick a color and stick with it. It's a nice thing, people. Just be nice to our producer, and he'll be nice to you.
Be considerate to the guys behind the guys, okay, guys? Yeah. All right, so, but right now, both of our players right now, fairly standard openings, nothing out of the ordinary whatsoever right now. Oh, we do have a gas. Oh, never mind. He's doing the gas trick. He did it last game. I meant to. Meant to say that when it happened the first game. I didn't, and it just bit me in the ass. Second game. Okay, so again, fairly standard openings. Macro focus, it looks like, from our two players. We're going to see what Skorb does, picking this map, wanting this map for this matchup, what he does.
Yeah. Again, no 6 through 10 pools, so a little disappointing. I kind of would have been interesting to see. But yeah. So SXE, how are your games going? No, I don't need spoilers. I just want to know in general, how are your games going?
They haven't been played yet, so probably tomorrow I may play one or two of them, and then third one happening before I go on vacation early this coming week.
Yeah, I don't have to play for like another 2 weeks.
Yeah, you don't have to play till yeah, that's lucky you.
Yeah.
But what happens is the better players have to play sooner, is what I've come to find out.
That's why Drum's playing right now, right?
Yes, the Code S players are the exception, obviously. Okay, so again, pretty standard openings, hatches and pools on the way from Scuba. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. Skorb getting his orbital, got his first barracks up. Again, business as usual. Players scouting each other. Skorb's in there, has seen the timings on everything, probably likes what he sees. Scuba moving his Overlord into sight. Is not seeing anything yet, but is now just timing perfectly to see that we do, in fact, have the expo going down for Skorb.
Holy crap! Some people might say Scuba knows what he's doing.
Yeah, Scuba playing like he's done this before.
Yeah, who'd have guessed? I mean, you know, I don't practice for this league. I'm not a tryhard. And Drum's probably going to kick me out for saying that, even though I have been practicing a little bit. But yeah, 8 lings on the way right now for Scuba, and that's out of the ordinary. Normally, your first defensive lings are 4 lings. He's going up 4, 6, and keep going behind it, so no drones out of him. Yeah,
and maybe his Overlord has told him that there's really not a lot there to worry about, so now maybe a good time to push in and try to take advantage of an early lack of Marines.
Yeah, the first bunker is down. 2 Marines are out. That is... I'd say that's enough to hold this off, but I don't know. I've never faced that.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it does have a full wall at the top of that ramp, so I mean, at that point, if you get stuck on this ramp for any period of time, the Marines in that bunker will kill them all. And he's not moving out anyway, so again, Scuba just staying at home, being defensive with these Zerglings. Very interesting. He's got about 16. That's 16 lings on the field and 6 more coming. He's going hard on lings with.
Yeah, he's
definitely just said hard on, but we're going to ignore that and just mention that we do have Zergling speed on the way as well.
Yeah, Zergling speed on the way. So it looks like he wants to hit a Zergling speed timing attack. He did. I don't want to say he rushed for it, but he didn't get it slow. He didn't take his time getting it. You know, there was no foreplay involved with him getting speed. So, yeah, let's see what his next round decides to be. No drones still. Did he leave? Is SXE still here?
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I heard SXE's an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a bullface lie.
Oh, he's got a Baneling bust.
Yep, it looks like this is what's happening. And you know what? Skorb may or may not have an inkling that this is even happening, based on what he has been prepping for. Oh boy, this is the wall starting. It may be enough to save him a little bit here. Again, that
not at all.
Needs to kind of work.
Not even close. It finally picks it up. He is going to hold here, but speed kicks in. The Baneling Nest is now done. If he had waited for the Baneling Nest, he would have been fine. I think it could have worked much better than it did.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think had he waited for the Banelings to be done, he would have gotten enough contacts to destroy the SCVs as well as probably the bunker. And then at that point, who knows?
Yeah. Skorb with a little bit of cute micro, bringing out his Marines, pulling them back, what have you.
Yep. And right now is a little bit of a back and forth right now. I think both players trying not to get out microed here. Oh God. Honestly, Skorb came out way ahead there. Those Banelings did not do what they really wanted to do, I don't think.
No, that was a terrible Baneling hit. Skorb loved that. He probably got wrecked from it. But he is just going to macro behind this, it looks like. Both of them are. With Scuba making his drones. Finally
making some drones at his NAT. Meanwhile, with that bunker now complete and in good health, really walling off now. Skorb, pretty smart. I just worry that the SCV health right there. Now they're back to mining. That's great. Skorb may have enough here if he holds this, and he may be in a position to win. Oh, look at that! We have a starport from Skorb. That's a record time for him.
Finally, getting it before the 25-minute mark is very good for Skorb.
Yeah,
so he might not. But yeah, it looks like he does scare off all these links. And a useless Baneling hit.
Yeah, that Baneling hit, not what it wanted to do. Skorb is gonna micro himself out of this trouble, I think. Skorb is gonna be alright. He's gonna hold. He can rebuild this wall if he wants to, another bunker or so. He does have siege mode finishing with a siege tank on the high ground. I think Skorb is now officially in the driver's seat of this game.
Yeah, and let's see what he decides to do. He does take out a Morphine Baneling at the same time. Scuba, content with his drone count, is going to build some more lings, getting up a couple overlords, getting his lair also at his natural, not his main. It's probably just a UI thing. He probably just hit his hatcheries like he always does and then hit L. But he has done it before, so maybe it's a preference thing. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know him.
Yeah, maybe he just likes the feel of it. Anyway, we do have he's still fairly aggressive in terms of where his forces are on the map, Scuba, but meanwhile, he has all 4 gases, and he's maybe just now saturating them, not even fully. I don't know if he's aware of it or not. So Scuba is a bit behind here, and I think he knows it. He looks like he's going to take his 3rd right now. Probably smart, try to be a little ballsy and take a 3rd, maybe even a 4th, try to drone up hard and catch up. Scuba right there calling it, Baneling Buzz, don't work on you anymore. Sounds like these guys have done this before.
Oh, hey. I'm sure there's a lot of things they've done before together. Like building starports.
Maybe not on film, yeah. This may be a first. Looks like Skorb with this with the starport done now. These guys going back and forth still a little bit here. Skorb always says not to be arrogant, but always sounds like a cocky prick. Love him to death, though. That 3rd CC is already done for Skorb. I would imagine he's going to try to land it.
Yeah, now the Spire is on the way.
We have lots of missile turrets already done right now. So props to Skorb for really sort of metaing himself into the lead here. Whether he meant to or not, another story.
Yeah. Yeah, he did get a scan off on it, though, SXE, just so you know.
Oh, I did miss that. Thank you for letting me know. I totally missed that. He did build a lot of missile turrets, though. That's a big reaction. I would dare to say an overreaction.
Yeah.
Either way, better safe than sorry when you're ahead.
Yeah, and they're both still floating a good amount. We'd like to see that get lower.
Yeah,
and that would just come with good macros and add-ons. So,
yeah, and Skorb is now moving out across the map. He hits the watchtower. He's got a nice collection of Marines with 5 tanks. I'm sorry. Medevacs on the way inside of 15 minutes. Well done.
he might have a shot at this.
And I want to see what was just done there. Skorb scanned the high ground before we blindly went up into it, especially when banelings are in play. You have to play smart like that. Well played by Skorb to get a peek before he just runs in there with everything and loses it to 2 banelings. Right now, Skorb only loses 2 Marines. The banelings are gone. That's an exposed third. The drones are bugging out and going home. Meanwhile, the Queen's going down. The third hatch is going to fall. Skorb moving the tanks into a better position. Would have liked to have seen maybe a better safe than sorry. 1-1-1-1-1 movement of the tanks to leapfrog him, but no such luck. I think Skorb maybe sort of knew or just assumed he was safe. In this case, he was. And there's the nice scan in ahead to get that information. Skorb stimming away to maybe try to draw them into tank fire. It doesn't happen, so we have these stim Marines.
Yeah, now only if there was some unit that in the Terran player's arsenal that would allow them to have their biological units regain health, Skorb would be perfect in this situation.
Right,
here come the banelings.
What I do like what Skorb did is Skorb took 3 Marines and ran them onto the high ground, overlooking his army to give them even more vision. That's a nice heads-up play from Skorb. I do enjoy that.
Yeah.
Now leapfrogging these tanks the right way. I really like this from Skorb.
Yeah, and let's see. It looks like Scuba might want to take these out on the high ground. He does have some units up there. 4 links and a baneling could easily take out these 3 low-health Marines. And it looks like that Spire is going to go down. First 2 units are on the way, but...
And maybe only out.
Yeah, that's going to be it, unless... No, he doesn't have another one on the way. What is this? This is an Evo chamber. He had an infestation pit, I thought I saw. Yes. Wait, no, yes, it's in the back here.
Yes, it is.
Evo chamber's going down, and he's under fire right now.
Yeah, and Skorb is laying siege here. Skorb does have 2 medevacs and a handful of Marines at his own third to defend it right now, which is smart. Better safe than sorry. He's picking off 3 overlords in his natural that I don't know how they wandered up there. Maybe a bad rally. I don't know if they had anything in them. I hope not. I may have missed it. I don't think they did.
No, they don't. He hasn't even researched the upgrade.
Yeah, Skorb right now is now getting a pushback just by the two mutas that are on the field, but Skorb's backup force is going to now turn and maybe take up a high siege position in the middle of the map here. But right now, he is really firmly in the driver's seat. His third is up. He's not mining it from it right now, but he's at 3 orbitals. He can mule wherever he wants. He does have good map control right now. He's taken out quite a few overlords and quite a few workers as well.
Yeah, and I mean, he's in a good position right now. He is getting a macro hatch here, or Scuba is.
I mean, Scuba's getting that macro hatch because basically he's pinned down and can't not do that. He has to build something, and he's got to settle for a macro hatch instead of getting a third in a macro hatch. Wow, Skorb with a scan, seeing just the two mutas. The hell you say? And he's safe everywhere from mutas. The 2 of them with missile turrets everywhere, and the Marines at his third.
Yeah. And it looks like he is going to push in a little bit. No medevac support with this either.
No medevac support, and God, he is lucky that he was able to get those tanks. Those tanks, Seed and Scuba didn't push in with those banelings. That could have been catastrophic.
Oh, absolutely. Baneling speed is about a third of the way done-ish.
Maybe
getting a little closer to halfway done, but it is significantly late. I mean, we are at 18 minutes right now, and stuff should be done.
Originally I think that was an afterthought, and as the game has gone on longer, he's now thinking, oh, maybe I should try this now. I can understand that, I guess. Meanwhile, Skorb is trying to sucker in a few Zerglings here and there to get them hit by the tank fire. Skorb has a decent amount of forces. They're just kind of in an awkward spot. Scuba could run around and flank these tanks.
That's exactly what it looks like he wants to do. Or he's protecting. He is also protecting against any pushes from this way. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does. He does have burrow.
Are macroing not as well as they probably would like to. They are floating quite a bit. That Overseer run by at the top there is going to see what's happening. Scuba, now is the time to go, and now Scuba's going to run in from behind. No, he's not. Just kidding. Fake out on all counts. He's taking out the Marines, which are still protected by the siege tanks. I'm not sure that I like that. Meanwhile, Skorb is being reinforced by another platoon of Marines. I'm not sure this is going to get broken at this point. He's 60 supply up. Another attempt by banelings with speed, an infestor, and a handful of Zerglings. They do a good amount of damage, but there's still so much left to score. This may be it. We're going to see right now. Now or never for Scuba to defend this.
Yeah, he's going to push through. There's nothing in production. He's down to 68 supply to Skorb's 145. Hatchery goes down, and it looks like he's going to pick up the elevator up to the main.
I like
and
it.
just start killing stuff.
Yep, he's going to make him try to defend on two fronts. I'm not sure he could even defend on the first front. In fact,
And there's the GG.
there is the GG from Scuba. Scuba at the right of the end of that was transferring all of his mined out main drones into the naturals. Skorb did a great job taking the advantage when he had it again, like Scuba did in the first game. And that's going to wrap up our game 2. We are now tied 1-1 heading towards game 3. So we'll be right back as we get that set up for you guys. Don't go anywhere.